So students, in the previous video, I have explained some geographical terms related to this chapter, the Earth in the solar system. So this heading of the chapter must be familiar to you, isn't it? So what do you understand by the word solar system? Solo means sun god and solar means related to the sun. Therefore, our solar system is called the family of the sun. And the earth, you must be knowing about your own planet earth in which you are living, isn't it? Now, tell me one thing, students. Whenever you go out in the night, what do you observe when you look at the sky? Any guesses? Do you remember the nursery rhyme? Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are, up above the world so high, like a diamond in the sky. Do you remember this nursery rhyme? You should remember it. Okay. So you observe some dots in the sky, isn't it, in the night sky? And it sometimes increases time to time, isn't it? And you cannot count them also. Those dots are shining objects. They are bright. Some of them are bright and some of them are dim. Some of them, they simply glow without any flicker, just like the moon does. It appears to be twinkling. It just looks like a diamond is stunned in the sky. So students, along with these bright objects, we can see the moon also in most of the days. And the moon appears differently on different nights. And it is seen in its two extreme shapes, on the full moon night and the new moon night. So what do you understand by the full moon night? What happens during the full moon nights? A night when the moon is visible from the earth as a full circular sphere is called as a full moon night, and it occurs once a month and is also called as a Purnima. And the new moon night, the fourth night later after the full moon night, when the moon is not visible at all in the sky, is called as a new moon night. We can call it as a Amavasya. Now student, tell me one thing. During the daytime, the sun, you can see the sun during the daytime, isn't it? But is the moon and the stars also visible? Yes, they are also visible during the daytime also. But we are unable to see with our naked eye. Do you know why? Because of the bright light of the sun, shining of the sun does not allow us to see these bright objects of the night sky. Some celestial bodies are big and hot since they are made up of gases. So what are celestial bodies? The sun, the moon, the planets, the asteroids, the meteoroids, all those objects which shine in the night sky are called as a celestial bodies. So these celestial bodies, they are big and hot since they are made up of gases. They are called stars. The sun is also a star. We do not feel the heat and light of the stars other than the sun since they are very far away from us. Students, the celestial body which is written here in your book, you can write or use it as a points to write it in a definition or a differentiation. So while watching the night sky, do you see something else also? Yes, why not? You see the various patterns formed by the different group of stars. They are called as a constellation. Like Ursa Major, the big bear we can call it, the small bear, Saptarishi, etc. There are many other also are some well-known constellations. Pole star. In the ancient times, the people used to determine the direction during the night with the help of these stars. The pole star is known to retain the same position every night in the sky, since it helps to show the north direction in the ancient times, as I have told you before. Now planets. As you all are familiar with this word planets, the word planet comes from the Greek word planetai, which means wanderer. Some celestial bodies do not have their own heat and light. They are lit by the light of the stars. Such bodies are called as a planet. We live on the earth, a planet, isn't it? The most planets, they have satellites also, which are celestial bodies that revolve around a particular planet. Like satellites, as I have discussed this before also in the geographical term, like planets can be divided into two also, like a man-made planet. There are man-made planets also and a natural planet also, as moon is the only satellite of the earth. Moon is a natural satellite of the earth. Most planets have satellites, which are celestial bodies that revolve around a particular planet. The moon is the only satellite of the earth. The earth and the moon are part of a bigger system of celestial bodies called the solar system. The sun is the head of the system and is present as its center. The planets revolve around the sun while the satellite revolves around the planets. The planets, in addition to revolving around the sun, also rotate about their own axis. The sun is made of extremely hot gases and it provides heat and light to the rest of the solar system. It is about 150 million kilometers away from the earth. As sun is the center of our solar system, you must be knowing about it. Students, now we'll talk about the planets. The sun is made up of extremely gases, as I have told you before also. All the planets of the solar system, they are listed below. As you all know that there are 8 planets in our solar system, as I have told you earlier also. In order of the distance from the sun, they are like Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus and Neptune. Now to remember this accordingly, so you can make a sentence which you can memorize it, like my very efficient mother just served us nuts. M here, M denotes for Mercury, V for Venus, E for Earth, M for Mars, J for Jupiter, S for Saturn, U for Uranus and N for Neptune. Now come to the diagram of this solar system. So with the help of the diagram of the solar system, you can understand it very much clearly. Now you can see the first planet is a Mercury, second is a Venus, third is a Earth, fourth is a Mars, fifth is a Jupiter, sixth is a Saturn, seventh is a Uranus and eighth is a Neptune. You can see there is an asteroid belt between the two planets, that is Mars and Jupiter, isn't it? Now see, the inner planets are Mercury, Venus, Earth and Mars, and the outer planets are Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus and Neptune. Till August 2006, Pluto was also a planet, but it is now recognized as a dwarf planet. The shape of the Earth is called a geoid, which means it is not perfectly spherical since it is flattened at the poles. The Earth is probably the only planet that can support life. This is because its temperature, resources like water and oxygen, etc. are present in this planet. The Earth, with its 2/3 of the surface covered it with the water, appears blue from the space and is called as a blue planet. Now the next topic is about the moon, companion of our earth. Companion means a friend of our earth. The earth has only one satellite and it is known as a moon. Its diameter is only 1/4 of that of the earth. It looks so big because it is very nearer to the earth than other celestial bodies. Its distance from the earth is about 3,84,400 kilometers. It completes a revolution around the earth in about 27 days, and it also takes around the same time for a rotation about its own axis, it does not support life. There are several other tiny bodies in the space that move around the sun. There is a belt of such objects called the asteroids belt between Mars and Jupiter. Meteoroids. They are small pieces of rock and sand in the solar system. We only come to know about them when they enter the Earth's atmosphere and start burning due to friction, and it becomes luminous. They are commonly called as the shooting stars. The unburned part of the meteoroid that falls on the Earth is called meteorite. Children, have you observed the whitish broad band across the sky on a clear starry night? Yes, it is a cluster of millions of stars, group of stars. This band is termed as a Milky Way galaxy. Our solar system is a part of this galaxy. In the ancient India, it was believed that it was a river of a light flowing in the sky. So they named that as a Akash Ganga. A galaxy is a huge system of millions of stars and clouds of dust and gases. There are millions of such galaxies that make the universe. So student, we see millions of stars, planets, satellites, asteroids and meteoroids forming the galaxies. Innumerable galaxies form the universe. In other words, we can say that all these celestial bodies form the universe. So students, in this chapter we have studied the major elements of the solar system. So students, if you have understood the chapter, you can start doing the exercises. You can try the question answers also. It's very easy. You can get everything from the book only. So this is all for today. Thank you.